The Challenger explosion is one of those events that you know exactly where you were and what you were doing, if you were old enough to be capable of that. And I was in college. I was still living in the dorm and I was getting ready for my PE class, physical education. I'm getting ready for my jazz dance class. I had to take a PE class every semester, and I at this point was I'd get my art schedule of the classes I wanted to take, and then I had to kind of fit in everything else in between the classes that I wanted. And there weren't a lot of options left. And sadly, in the time slot that I had open, it was jazz dance. I reluctantly took it. I thought, well, I'm a little rhythmically challenged. Why not? Maybe this will help me find my rhythm. No, it didn't. Well, the first class, I go in my t-shirt and shorts, and the instructor's like, that outfit's not going to work. You need to have your little spandex attire and all that. And this was the 80s. So imagine Jane Fonda. Or for you younger people, look up Jane Fonda in the 80s and you will see her in a spandex outfit. Yeah. I'm thankful I have no pictures of me in said outfit. And at the time, I had, barely 2 nickels to rub together. And when I did have money, I bought art supplies with it because that was my major and I needed to do that. So I scraped together enough money to buy one little outfit, and it was black and white with gray leg warmers. Really, really, the image today still, it brings a lump to my throat. And the little bit of vomit that's right there. Yes, yes, indeed. I did have the leg warmers. And I'm sure in retrospect, the girls in the class were probably like, what the hell? She wears the same thing every day. And it was a Tuesday, Thursday class. So, I'd wash it in between. But I first of all, didn't have the money to buy a second outfit. And secondly, I wasn't going to spend money on a second outfit that I was never ever going to wear again after this class was over. So yeah, I wore the same thing every day to class. And I had the little shoes. I mean, I had the whole thing. The one whole thing. I'm getting ready for that class, and I had the radio on, and they came in and broke the news. And whenever there's big news like that, it makes the day seem like it's moving in slow motion. It was just a very surreal day. And then I came back, and there was a TV in the lobby of the dorm I was in, and everybody was piled in there, and we watched it just all day over and over again. And it's just one of those moments that you could say almost every detail of what you were doing. But back to the jazz dance class, which really, this is what this video is really about. 25 years ago. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, the dance class, I was a reluctant participant, but I went in and I thought I was going to give it my all, which wasn't really a lot because I wasn't interested in it. But I did my thing, and there were some certain moves that I was able to sort of get down and proud of myself for, because I don't really do that very well. And I struggled really in the class. I could do the moves that we did, but then at the end of the semester, our final was we had to pair up with a person and choreograph our own dance to a song that I still can't listen to, Tuxedo Junction. I never got to know anyone in the class because I didn't care, and I just went and did my thing and left. So I didn't the entire semester know anyone. So everybody quickly paired off with all their friends because they knew each other and were friendly. And I, I'm standing there, and next thing I know, there's just this other girl standing there, and I didn't really know her or at all. We had never spoken in class, but we were really the last two, and we had a couple weeks to do this dance. I think to have this was the first Jazz 1 class, to choreograph a dance, I think was kind of mean because, I didn't know the first thing about putting moves together, which really none of us did, but I thought, well, I was approaching it as let's make it, we can't just slap these moves together, which I think is what everybody else did, and who cares? It was a stupid PE class, and I think I was putting a little more pressure on myself than I should have. I don't know. And I would meet with this girl. It was a very quiet Asian girl. She hardly spoke and spoke very softly. And we managed to come up with this dance. And the day before, or 2 days before, she wanted to change the dance. And I said, I can't. I barely know this one. You can't throw in a different move for me because I just can't remember. This is not my strong suit. My strong spandex suit. I just can't. And I'm sorry I did that to her, but I'm like, I can't remember what we're doing. There's 2 days. I can't throw in a new move and get it. So she got mad and fine, we'll leave it out. Blah, blah, blah. Frickin' PE class. Who the hell cares? I wasn't choreographing for the Oscars. So we go in for the final, and the instructor says, I'm going to videotape everyone's dance. And I, again, thought I would rather be set on fire than, be recorded. It just that threw me for a loop, and it freaked me out. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be on tape. I was horrified. And so she would randomly call the pairs up there to dance. We do our dance, and I wanted to be last, as much as I hated waiting the whole time while everybody did their dance. But as you finished your dance, you left. So my hope was that we were last, so that it would just be the instructor, the video camera, and us. Not to be. So we do our dance. As scary as it was, it happened, and we sat back down, and the instructor says, well, you guys went out of camera shot a few times, so I'm going to have you redo your dance at the end. And I thought, okay, I endured it once. I'm not sure I could endure it again. Please kill me now. So we sat there and waited for the whole class to go through, and then, of course, I did get my way of having it was just us and the instructor. And we do our dance, and she's like, tighten it in a little bit so you guys will be, in the shot. So we start to do our little dance, and we're probably, 40 seconds into it, and for some reason the girl, my partner, forgets something. And so she stops, and she starts laughing. She's giggling. And I'm dancing, going, you might want to keep going. What are you doing? And I'm still doing all the moves. As stupid as I'm sure that looked, because I'm looking perplexed. And she's just still standing there. And I finally just threw my hands up and said, I can't do this. Work with what you got. I don't care if I fail the class. I'm out of here. And I walked out of the class. I was like, fuck it. I got home. I took off my little spandy things. I threw them in the trash. I got a B. I think she maybe gave us a B for feeling sorry for us. I don't know. I'm not sure why I got a B in the class, because I stormed out. Not really a Challenger story per se, but it just made me think of all that. Oh, the yard guy's here.